That what's that Nirvana song? It goes like, "Hey, Wayne, I got a new complaint."
I'm in a lot of pain.
Yeah, I think
Pain and Wayne. Dude, I was up all night like, fuck, I got to come up with a couple of hot ones.
yeah.
November Wayne, dude.
Did you position the clown to be facing you?
No, but he's pretty chill. I like clowns a lot. What is this thing?
That's I bought an offer up. It's some old folk art, but it's not that rare. I think there's a production of them because I have seen other ones like it.
It looks hand painted.
It is. Yeah. I don't know. I saw there was an Instagram I followed. They're from like Florida and they kind of broker antiques and they had one just like it, but had spades on it.
What's inside?
Just little bins. I actually like spent hours on Amazon trying to find something to fit in it. So I actually like found these little bins to stack up. So I started like organizing stuff. So that's my like Super 8 film and chargers. And so I'm trying to, I want to label them and stuff because I need to have he needs to have a purpose. He can't just be a fucking loiterer.
This could be your like travel tat kit.
Damn, that's cool. That would be good.
Just pop the fucking little pee-wee bow tie and just start slinging ink, dude.
Pee-wee bow tie, and that's my guy.
That's your guy.
Yeah. Let me move my...
I hope this is interesting.
Oh, no, it's going to be good.
We're just talking about clowns and...
No, we're just clowning around. A couple of boys.
Couple of dem boys, dude.
Yeah.
Do you ever know who we are?
I like that. So, you're not from California.
I'm not. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
My wife, I'm a connoisseur of Milwaukee tools, and Yessie calls it Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's from Wayne's World, dude.
Is that Wayne's World too?
No, I think it's the first one when they meet Alice Cooper.
Is that correct to say it that way?
I don't know.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I just sound like a Midwestern guy.
My wife might have been saying it right the whole time.
I'm from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
That's how I sound.
You don't have that. Did you lose a little bit of that accent coming out here?
I do sometimes, certain words. And I don't want to say those words.
Say them.
No.
Say them.
No, because everybody will make fun of me.
That's the point.
Okay. Bagel?
That sounds normal.
No, see, now I say it with the question mark because I'm not sure
you say
the proper way to say it. My wife will always correct me and then she like gives me the complex and I'm like, oh no.
Is it like bad? Like,
hi, I'm here for a bagel. Is it bagel? Bagel? Boggle? Californians do the exaggerated A.
That one's not too crazy. Where are you at with like caramel or caramel?
Oh, that's a hard one. Caramel.
Caramel takes more work.
Ever since I became a dad, I try to like really overpronounce words.
Oh, that makes sense.
Caramel.
All right, tomato or tomato?
Tomato.
Yeah, no one says tomato. That's bullshit.
No.
All right,
banana, nana, or nanny boo boo.
Ooh, I like that one too. I'm learning.
In the Strem house, it's nanny boo boo.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Can I have a nanny boo boo?
Even with Gwen Stefani, I still can't spell banana.
I couldn't spell Gwen Stefani.
Can you spell Mississippi?
Oh no. Yes, I can.
Mississippi. It's only got the one I in the middle, but it's got the double letters everywhere else.
This is gonna be an awesome podcast.
Oh, that's good already. That's good. That's good. All right.
We're silly.
All right.
Let's stay silly.
The tangents are okay because that's what makes us, and that's why it's nice. But I want to know. All right, honestly, like, what's the trek like? How did you get to California? How did you end up here? What's the story?
How I got to California. I went to audio engineering school in North Hollywood.
No
California.
way.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, so you're not talking a fucking microphone?
I mean, yeah. I was also in a rock and roll band, so I know how to holler in one too.
Oh shit.
But if you ask me to set all this shit up, it's been a while.
Oh, I barely do. I was like messing with it for an hour before you came. Like I'm not a tech guy, but I have to try.
I mean, I can figure it out. And usually it's like after a couple of arguments and not reading the directions, and my wife will be like, dude, just read the instruction manual. All right, you're right.
So you came out here for school?
School.
Huh. What'd you do with it?
You're looking at it. I became a tattooer.
Tell me
Stay in school, kids.
before we get to the tattooing thing. So like you were in bands, and explain that.
Okay, so
That's interesting. I know about tattoos.
I've always been interested in art first and foremost. I was always in art class, art schools, after school extracurricular. See, I can't even say that word. Extracurricular.
Mm-hmm.
It's in there somewhere. So I spent a lot of like younger youth doing art and shit like that and crafty stuff. And then, you start to play guitar in high school, and I'm going to move out to Hollywood and be a musician.
Hollywood's it.
Doesn't it sound glamorous?
Did you have to save up quite a bit to make it happen, or?
Yeah, I mean, the school I went to wasn't too bad. So I went out, my stepdad and I drove across the country and started doing the school thing. So,
Living the dream.
Living the dream. It was cool. It was a culture shock. Came to LA, like, what is this place?
Damn, that's crazy.
It's cool.
All your family's still back there?
My mom and my stepdad live in Huntington Beach.
No way.
Yahweh.
Huh. Yahweh.
Yahweh. Oh, Yahweh.
That's pretty amazing. So then, do you ever make it back what was home, or
Yeah.
is this home now?
I mean, this is, I guess, home now. I've been here since 2003, so.
But when you go back out there, does it feel like familiar, or does it feel like something that used to be, or?
I mean, things change, so people are gone. Some people are still there. My brothers are still there. My dad's still there. My uncle's still there. But my aunts and uncles have pretty much moved on. Grandparents have passed away. So things are the same, but things are different,
Do you think you'd ever end up back there? Like, is there like a longing of like, man, that's like one day I'll retire there?
I don't know if I'd retire there, but I definitely enjoy it when I do go back. It's beautiful. It's green. There's nature.
Mm-hmm.
It's super cool.
Yeah. So then you come out. How far did you get in school? Like in the audio engineering school?
The course I took was just under a year. I think it was like 9 months or 10 months.
Oh, that's pretty fast.
So you get your certificate, you do X amount of hours, take all the tests, and then.
So is the goal to like just do like sound for like concerts, or what was the deal?
Some of that there. Well, so you have like an internship where you can either be an intern in a studio or be an intern at, a venue and practice the live sound, or you can do audiobooks, or you can do Wayne's podcast. You could have an intern help you with your podcast.
You're right there. I see you.
I'm here. I'm here for give me the phone.
So then did you do anything with it? How'd the tattooing come about?
So then from there, I had met some dudes that were going to the same school, and we all really liked to play music. So we started a band and did the band thing for a while.
That's like the California dream right there.
It was cool, man. That's what I moved out here for,
Mm-hmm.
And then school ended, we all graduated, and none of us had jobs, and an internship wasn't really that easy to come by. So
Right.
that was it.
But apprenticeship was? Or just scratching, or how'd that happen?
Well, first I moved to Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe,
Oh, shit.
with the band.
Damn.
That's where I met my wife.
Hum of Eggs Benny.
Home of eggs. Is he from there?
Yeah.
Oh, he is from
Sure.
there. I lived there for like 8 months. It seemed like 8 years. It was an
Wait,
interesting place.
Why there again? Rewind.
Well, the guitar player of the band that I was in, his
Mhm.
parents had like a summer home up there.
Sick.
So we were gonna go and write a bunch of songs and play some shows and record some music.
That sounds
and
amazing.
come back to LA and have
Yeah.
money and
Yeah.
a place to stay, and
How
all
beautiful was it being up there?
that. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It looks like heaven.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a small town situation, but
Yeah.
you fart and everybody can smell it, and then they talk about it. You know what I mean? But
So back in LA.
back in LA, so I moved back to LA. Still, we're doing the band thing for a little while, and eventually the band kind of disbanded. People move on, have kids, get married, decide to do something else. So
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of lost. I still wanted to do the music thing, but wasn't in a band anymore. And I've always kind of been interested in tattooing, but didn't even think I would ever be able to find somebody to show me how to do it, or I didn't know how to get my foot in the door, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then one year, I think it was for my birthday, my wife got me like a little shitty Chinese tat kit off of eBay.
Hell yeah.
And told all my friends. They were all, "Oh my God, bro, you're going to love your birthday present."
Who was the first to get one?
I think my friend Anthony got a little guitar pick on him, but I didn't have any ink, so I just like did a bloodline just to do it. But I couldn't even figure out how to work the machine, dude. I like pulled it out of the box. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
The contact screw was all bent up, so I got nothing, dude.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I need to figure out how to use this equipment. I need to figure out how to do this. So I started kind of searching around, you know, calling places. That's my favorite. Let me call and see if are you guys accepting.
Do you have a soft spot for when people call, or do you give them like wisdom, or you're like, oh, this motherfucker? Like, are you on the other side of it? How's it like now?
Yeah, people call, people email, people direct message, and I respond to everybody. Like if I don't respond, it's because I didn't see the message, or if I feel bad and I find it 8 months later, you know, and I'll still respond 8 months later. Sorry, this one fell through the cracks. My bad. Yeah, I don't like lead the trail of breadcrumbs of how to do it, but if you want to be in a certain field, don't you think you should go there?
That's what I say too. I
couldn't show your face. Don't you think you should spend some time, build a relationship, get a tattoo, spend some money, talk some shit?
That's my biggest thing ever. Like I couldn't imagine like wanting to be a lawyer if I've never met a lawyer before. What if you don't like lawyers? Like just go get a job sweeping floors for a lawyer, or go get in trouble and have to hire a lawyer and see how much you like lawyers. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. To me, I don't know.
I think it can't be handed to you. You know what I mean? And I didn't know what to even expect. So
if you stick around it long enough, it comes to you.
Well, I got my foot in that way, man. Like my wife got a tat because she could actually afford one. I was pissed away my money and could never afford one. But she got a tattoo from this woman, and I was like, well, maybe she seemed cool. Let me go ask her some questions. So she's like, I don't have an apprentice. Or she already had an apprentice at the time, but I just went with my wife to hang out with her at the shop and ask her thousands of questions and all that shit. So I kind of never thought I would be able to get in the door, but ended up happening. I made friends with her apprentice at the time, who I'm still a good friends with. His name's Franklin. He's the man. And he was apprenticing, and I'd just come by and bullshit with him, and we'd draw together, and he'd kind of kick me down knowledge of shit that he was picking up, and showed me how to put a machine together and all that kind of stuff.
Figured out that contact screw.
Yeah, figured out the contact screw. And I just kind of started, going to the shop and hanging out after work or whatever. I'd just make myself go, I got to do this. I got to do this. Got to do this. And eventually it was like, I'm answering the phone when it rang, or everybody's busy, and I'm helping the people that came in talk about the walk-in that they want or whatever. So eventually his apprenticeship ended and mine started. It wasn't really like I'm going to be the next apprentice, Just
Where was this at?
North Hollywood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Busy.
It was, I guess it was busy.
I mean,
this was 2000.
It's not West Hollywood busy. North Hollywood's like more like not really.
This was like kind of in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like in a neighborhood shop too. So
North Hollywood is not what people think Hollywood is.
No.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So yeah, just kind of got my foot in the door doing that, and just started showing up every day, and eventually became the apprentice.
How was your apprenticeship?
That is an interesting question. Somehow I knew we were going to get into this, Wayne. It was good. I learned a lot of things that you should do, a lot of things that you shouldn't do. It was definitely an eye-opening experience. It was one of those things that I learned how I should be talking to people. I remember when people would come in and you could just tell that they were nervous or they were scared or whatever, and I don't know, sometimes they wouldn't get the right impression, There's that stereotypical tattooer who's grumpy or surly or whatever, and I knew from a young age into tattooing that I didn't want to be that guy. How can I break this mold of the stereotypical tattooer?
Yeah, it's already uncomfortable. Why make it worse?
Oh, yeah, exactly. And why do you need to be a dick?
Mm-hmm.
Why treat the customer like they don't belong there?
Yeah, that's their space. Like you take walk-ins, they walked in.
They walked in. And you don't have to be friends with everybody, but you can at least make the experience nice.
I think so.
That's because you're a nice guy.
I don't. I hate that. I don't think I'm a nice guy. I think
Yeah, you are. You give people the time of day, dude.
that doesn't take a lot.
Uh,
I don't
Does
know.
it take a lot to be nice to people? No.
I think it's easier to be nice than it is to be mean, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I get like that. I get that persona. I hear that a lot. Like, oh, Wayne's a nice guy, but like it puts me on this like fucking pedestal, and I feel like I have to like perform, and I feel like I'm pretty averagely normal. I don't know.
Is it like the Wayne show when you tat?
What do you mean?
Like, do you do a lot of song and dance?
I can.
I get a little wild sometimes.
Yeah, I mean it's an experience, but I don't know. I don't know.
It's an experience. Pay for this experience. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, even if I give you a mediocre tat, you're gonna leave feeling like $1 million because you got a mediocre tat, and we bullshitted the whole time and had fun, and I told you a bunch of shitty dad jokes or whatever.
I just want to like under promise and over deliver. Because
Yes.
like if I get known as a nice guy, and you come from far away, and you're like, he's the best,
Yep.
and I'm like,
I heard from so and so.
yeah,
The YouTube said that you're the greatest tatter to ever tat.
Yeah. I remember there would be times like a lot of my first videos would be tattooing a friend, and I become friends with most of my clients, and we shared this day together, this experience together, and then at the end I give them a hug.
Yeah.
And then it became like a thing of like I'd make a video and be like, oh, all the comments are like, Wayne didn't hug that client. What happened with that client? What's going on? And it's
Did they
like,
stink? What? Why didn't he hug him?
right. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, why can't I just like, do I have to like hug every single person now?
Are you a hugger?
I am.
I'm
yeah.
a hugger too, but some people aren't huggers. So I
Yeah.
try to respect your personal space.
It's hard.
You can kind of tell if somebody's a hugger or not.
Yeah, I've been doing the fist more often. You know what I mean?
I like the high five. It's like you're an old friend, even though you're a new customer and you have no idea who I am. You're already feeling good because we just high fived.
High five is fun, but fist pound's casual.
Fist pound.
Pound it.
I feel like the fist pound only became popular with COVID, dude.
Maybe, but everyone stole our fucking elbow move.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That was a tattooer thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Now I just shake your hand with bloody gloves on. Hey, nice to meet you. Cigarette hanging out of my mouth.
Yeah, I love that.
White
high
shirt,
five,
white
high
shirt
five with a handful of blood.
and a white shirt with like mustard stains on it and shit.
Damn, white
I'm
shirt.
painting a real picture here.
Yeah. So you're in North Hollywood. You apprentice. It's pretty average. Whatever. You're figuring it out. It's your beginning. It's not your existence. It's not who you are now, but it's how you got here now. Where'd you go from that shop?
That shop got a little strange because they started filming one of them TV shows.
No
there.
fucking way.
Yeah, it got a little weird.
Were you in it?
And no, but they tried to cast some of us in the
Night shift type after hours thing or
yeah,
something?
it was the cover up one.
Which one?
What is Tattoo Nightmare?
Was that the one with the girl that I mentioned earlier? Was she on that show?
I don't remember, dude. I tried to watch the show, and I probably only watched an episode or two because I was curious.
I don't want to name drop, but that girl that I worked at I became friends with at that convention that now has that studio in San Diego, she was on the cover-up show, but then she got all in trouble because she was stealing other people's tats.
Maybe
and shit.
they came. The production company was weird because they came in and the shop was really nice. It was like had this like zen kind of feel to it, and they came in. They're like, "Oh, this space is perfect. We want this. We want this. We want this." So then they like shut it down.
So they didn't have to like really. They liked it for what it was. They didn't have to change it too much.
No, dude, they changed all of it.
What?
They put up all this like weird road signs and like neon lighting and painted the walls black, and it was like this really weird. I was like, what did you like about this? That it was a tattoo shop?
Well, it goes through the one thing I'd say inside that is it goes through different hands of production. So like the person that was getting paid to scout that location probably really did like it, and then once they handed their runner-ups to the producer was like, no, tat shops look like this.
Yeah,
so it might have had the right intentions from the first person, but the amount of people that go through, you get like
right.
You know what I mean?
But the weird thing I thought was weird is like they almost like put us out of business for a few months while they filmed.
How'd that work?
They opened up, the owners opened up like in a weird office building.
Oh, so they paid the owner like
They paid the
hopefully
owner
handsomely to like
X
stop
amount.
tatting.
I have no idea how much was paid, but they paid to close the store so they could film.
Oh,
And meanwhile, the owners opened up like a weird
just an in between
office
thing.
building
Yeah.
so we could still tat. And it was like, I was so green. I was like maybe 2 years in after my apprenticeship.
I'm getting so excited. I want to know so much about this. So, fuck, that's really interesting.
Well, I don't want to mention any names.
No, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
I don't
Whatever.
want to do any of that.
It don't
shit.
matter. Like, I'm not telling you to name them.
No.
It's just the names do not matter. But the time and the place and experience are interesting enough. So, was there walk-ins that shop prior to this?
Yes.
So then what do you do? Like, you're green. You're not. I assume you're not like booked up guy. So like you're working in private tat office times.
Tat office.
So how are you making? What's going on?
Well, most of them were customers that I had already made or people that wanted appointments in the future. Well,
so you going? Are you going just like, come and go as you please, or you have to like?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I mean, you weren't doing walk-ins.
They forward the shop number over there. Or?
Yeah,
that's
so
cool.
it was like it'd be weird too because
they're like waiting out front. You're like, no, walk over to the building.
Well, you never know who was there. You'd go to you'd go to the shop regularly and everybody that worked there would be there on their days that they're working. But this was like kind of appointment only situation. So you just show up and maybe you're the only guy there. So you turn everything on, set up, do your tat, and before you leave, you run into another guy who's coming in to do his appointment.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
So it was kind of strange. And then I was kind of like, dude, I gotta start doing some guest spots. And I was talking to my buddy Cortez, and he's like, man, I've been working at this spot down in San Pedro, and they're busy, and they got walk-ins, and the owner's cool, and you should come down and do a guest spot. I was like, all right. So I drove down to San Pedro, and I had no idea where the fuck San Pedro even was. I'm like driving, like, where is this fucking place? So you basically drive to the edge of the map of California, and and there's San Pedro. I'd never even heard about this place before. I didn't know what the attractions were or anything. So I show up, and there was this tat shop in this strip mall, and sure enough, they were fucking busy. They were doing walk-ins. It was a tat shop. So I did 2 guest spots there within like a few months of still working at the.
So you lasted a while at the weird private thing for a bit.
Yeah, it was only for a few months, and then they opened the shop back up. And
once the season was filmed.
The season was filmed, and then we opened up business again. They repainted everything. We hung up all the shit again. It was like nothing ever happened. And then it was just like a weird dynamic. I remember because then season 2 was going to be filmed, and they were going to do it again. And I was like, dude, I don't want to go work in this weird office thing. Like
when they made the show, did they name the show like like for example like Ella Inc. was High Voltage Inc. Like so did they?
No, it was Tattoo Nightmare. They even made a fucking sign and put it over the shop's sign.
So for a while it looked like the shop name changed outside and then it came back.
It was weird, man. So
was there any weird like Yelp reviews pertaining to like but shop wasn't open?
No, but now we're the cover-up shop in town. So every fucking phone call you get is for a cover-up. And
but your shop wasn't called Tattoo Nightmares, but everyone just knew.
Everybody knew that was the shop. And if you're local and you're driving by, now I want to be tatted at that fucking shop because they're on TV.
That makes sense.
So
if you're not cover up guy, then that's like a curse.
Yeah, who's really the
who the fuck? It's true. It's true. Yeah, Ron, I thought.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what tatter wants to do cover ups?
I'll
do them, but
and it's not like if you're the cover up guy, there's no like you kind of can't be because there's not like any consistency and like you're inconsistent. Like overlay, you have to change your approach every day.
Every tat is, sometimes I even tell people like, dude, what can I cover this with? I don't know. Maybe try a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. Man,
I like that. I'm gonna use that.
I got nothing for you, dude. Sometimes I have no idea what to do. Or I was trying, we call the old wizard over. Hey, come check out this tat. And I don't know what to do. What can you do? There's only so much that one guy can do.
Yeah, the whole thing that brings value is the permanence in this thing, and I've been kind of focusing all my energy and making them and not.
I'll send them to you, dude. You like all that black work stuff.
Yeah, but they have to too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like most people that have this big, blobby, ugly black tat want a little daisy or a sunflower.
All of a sudden they are specific, they know what they want, and like all of a sudden like they want control when they don't.
Well,
really.
now you're picky.
Yeah, it's a little too late.
Or before, when you went to Jailhouse Inc., you know, you weren't too picky at what you walked out with.
Yeah, cover-ups are easy. It's just the clients are difficult.
Yeah, maybe.
I can cover anything up, but it's just, are you okay with what I want to put over it?
Well, some stuff just doesn't work. And you
Black that bitch out.
You see half the tat underneath it, and you're like,
yeah,
this would have been really cool, but it's a cover-up.
Yeah, I don't fuck with it unless I can actually like hide it.
Yeah, if I'm confident in it, I'm down. Sometimes it's just like, all right, well.
But I don't even want to tell people when it, like, I don't even want to promote it, because then it's like, it becomes this like, oh, you could cover that up, you can cover up my shit, and it's like the difficult thing is like,
now you're the guy.
Yeah, and it's like it's hard because it's easy if they have a smaller tattoo with space around it, but if they crowd all our tattoos up against each other and they want to cover up just that one, not the other one, that's when it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like I can hide that thing in a field of black, but like I could give you a big tattoo, but if you want a little tattoo over a medium tattoo, I can't undo.
And when you tell people to go get a laser treatment, they're like, "Oh, that sounds expensive." You know, they
It
don't
is.
even want. They don't even want to fuck with that.
They shouldn't.
Yeah.
It teaches them the real value of what's in it. You know what I mean? Like I think once you get a tattoo you hate, you really understand what you value.
Absolutely.
You kind of like, it's unfortunate. Like it's unfortunate.
And then I'll like suggest the blast over thing. You know, at least you can get a little collection of some blast over stuff.
Yeah, the best and worst thing about this thing is the permanence within it.
Yes.
So you get sick of cover up ink house dealio, so you head down to San Pedro.
So yeah, it was just a weird thing. I was like trying to figure it out, and then since like I apprenticed there, I kind of didn't know how to like leave without pissing somebody off. I didn't know.
Yeah, but like it's personal. Like it's hard for.
When is the right time to leave the place that you apprentice? We were talking about that earlier.
Never.
Sometimes
Yeah.
if you feel like you're always underneath that thumb, that you'll never not be the apprentice. So if you start over somewhere else, you're coming in as a tattooer. Nobody knows your history or your background. Or
I think
any of
also too, like when you started tattooing a little bit later. How old were you when you finished your apprenticeship?
I was 26.
Okay, so you have a little bit more. I mean, that's a better position to be in, I think. Like, but time is at 26. Time is still moving very, very slow.
Well, 25 when my band broke up, I was like crushed. Like that was it. That was my plan A. I have no plan B.
Right.
So now what? So once I found tattooing, it was like I don't have to rely on other people to help me with this, whatever the project is.
Just do it yourself.
Yeah. It was like I always like think of the analogy of like you're in a canoe with a bunch of people and you're rowing as fast as you can upstream, but the current keeps taking you. So finally, everybody that's in the canoe with you just jumps out and bails and leaves you in the canoe to swim upstream by yourself. And when you finally just throw the fucking oar in and let the stream take you where it goes, that's how life is. That's how it should be. And things end up the way that they're supposed to. So I feel like I ended up right in the right place at the right time, you know?
Yeah.
So I value my apprenticeship. I value all the things that I learned from all the people I worked with. I still think about all that shit every single day, dude. I apply it every single day, for good or for bad.
So when you ended up, was the shop called Ace of Hearts yet? Or was it not called Ace of Hearts?
No, that was the shop. Ace of Hearts was the shop I started guesting at in Pedro.
Okay, yeah.
So I had talked to the owner of Ace of Hearts and kind of told him the whole situation. And he's like, dude, I know you live in the Valley. If you're willing to make the commute, I'll give you a nice cut to make it worth your while to come down here.
Nice.
And I was like, fuck it. This is my out.
Mm-hmm.
And I can start fresh as a tattooer. Even though I'm green as fuck and I have no idea what I'm doing. At least I'm not the apprentice anymore, you know?
Right, yeah.
So I started working there and making the commute. And I did that for, I think, 3 years. Traveling from the San Fernando Valley all the way down to San Pedro, which is sometimes an hour drive and sometimes a 2-hour drive, depending on the time of day.
Yeah.
And then started kind of hanging out in Long Beach and like in that area. And I was telling my wife, like, Long Beach is cool. We should move. And we were kind of tired of the valley anyway. Weren't really getting anywhere there, so we decided to move to Long Beach. That was 2013. And so I was working at that shop for, I think I worked there for another few years, and then he opened up a shop in Long Beach, and I helped him open that shop. And I think I was there for like a year, and then I bounced over to my friend Tim's shop in Seal Beach at Still Life Tattoo. And I was there for a little while. They didn't really have like room for me. They were already a pretty packed house, but Tim's a good friend of mine. He made some room for me, and then I got an offer from Tom to work at Port City in Long Beach, and that's where I've been since.
How long you been at Port City now?
5 years?
Oh shit!
Just over 5 years.
Do you work with the Port City camp? Do you work within that, or are you only at one of the locations? Do you hop around?
I've done a few appointments at Santa Ana. I've never worked at the Costa Mesa shop, but it's all, everybody's pretty chill.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I think sometimes people will bop around here and there, but I see some of the guys from Santa Ana, they'll come and get tattooed, or they'll just come hang out and shoot some dice or whatever,
Yeah.
So it's a good community, man.
So do you live in Long Beach now?
I live in Huntington Beach now.
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. How's that commute?
That's like 20 minutes. Not bad.
I love that.
I don't need to take the freeway, and that is the best part.
What street you take?
Westminster.
Oh.
All the way down. There's that little naval, I think it's like a weapons base or something right there. But there's like nothing but hawks in the sky and pelicans. I'm a big bird fan, so I love watching birds. I'm old. I remember like as a young kid, my dad's a hunter, fisher, outdoors guy. So we'd be driving to school, and he'd look up in the sky, and there'd be a big flock of ducks, and he'd be like, "Oh, those are green-winged teals." I'd be like, "How the fuck do you know what kind of bird that is?" And now I look up, "Oh, that's a cormorant." Oh,
really?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I love nature, dude.
Have you ever taken on any Huntington Beach hobbies? Any like surfing or skimboarding?
I was just at the beach yesterday, and I just thought, man, I can't believe I live in Surf City, USA, and I've never gone surfing. I love the beach. I love the water. I don't know. Hobbies are expensive, dude.
A little boogie board?
I could do a little boogie board. I don't know how far I'd get. My shorts would probably come down. Be that guy.
I used to go to the beach a lot as a kid. My mom's family, they were from Dayton, Ohio, and they came to California, and they lived in Manhattan Beach and Torrance. And
Is that where you grew up?
No, but so they came to Riverside. It's more affordable. But when I was a kid, my grandpa, he would take me to Manhattan Beach all the time, like especially on summer break, to try to like pretend like I grew up there. So I got a little bit of that experience, and it was really neat. But it was already unaffordable for us then.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Yeah, I live inland. I don't live on the beach, but
How do you pronunciate HB when you say like the word?
oh, HB?
No,
How
well,
do I
I'm not.
pronounce
I want to give away how I say it, but when
Huntington Beach.
really,
Yeah, Huntington.
you drop the T.
Drop the T. If you ask
I dropped the
if
T
you ask
too.
my ma, she'll tell you Huntington.
That's the correct pronunciation.
She pronounces it really good.
I don't like that.
Huntington Beach.
It's not good.
Not good? Sorry, ma.
You have made it halfway through the Cole Strem Unite Win podcast interview. And this is just a quick break, a little time to talk to you about our sponsor today. Me, bitch. Unite Win Tattoo Supply. If you're a tatter tot or you've been tatting a lot and you want to use the best in the West, consider working with Wayne, buying a box of this, and letting it change your tattoo game. Cole uses them. I use them. Don't be afraid to abuse them. Run them hard. And, yeah. UnitedWinTattooSupply.com. Thank you so much. Back to the interview.
Huntington.
It sounds way better that way.
Huntington.
I like that.
I also thought it was San Pedro. And all the locals let me know.
Vote for Pedro.
All the locals let me know. It's Pedro. Stop saying Pedro. All right, sorry. People from San Pedro.
What kind of rock band were you in?
Oh, gosh. I knew we were going to go here, dude. You don't want to go here.
I'm there.
Oh, it was like, I don't know. Like, like a Deftones kind of stuff.
Oh.
Melodic hollering.
I strongly dislike the Deftones.
You don't like Deftones?
I don't like the Deftones.
No?
No.
Oh man, I love that shit.
That's the thing. You either love it or you're just deaf to those tones.
You
know what I'm saying?
No, I think I've like loved that band since I was a kid. So I feel like there's that nostalgic again, you know, that
Why do
nostalgic feeling.
They get grouped in with new metal just because of the time period.
Yes.
But it's not Korn,
It's not Korn.
not Limp Bizkit.
Definitely not Limp Bizkit.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
It's its own thing.
It's its own thing.
What genre could you place Deftones within?
Some argue the shoegaze.
I can see that.
Some would say metal.
Nope.
Some of their stuff's a little metally, but I don't know.
I can see
their style of
I can
music.
see shoegaze type thing.
Their style has kind of changed over time, but I don't know.
Is that your favorite band?
No,
What's your favorite band?
Beatles,
Oh,
number one.
classy. Vintage ass fool.
Vintage ass mofo. Beatles, Sabbath.
Oh, Volume 4.
Ooh, Volume 4 is a hot one.
That's like top. That's up there. That's one of the best albums ever.
But I thought you were just a punk guy.
Dude.
Are you a Beatles guy?
I mean, I'm not that I'm not. I don't. Here's the thing. I like the Beatles. Everyone likes the Beatles. You have to like the Beatles.
I don't understand how you like music if you don't like the Beatles. I'm not
So-
saying you have to be a super fan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's a given. Of course, I like the Beatles. I don't really choose to put them on that often, but there was a time in my life when I loved them as a kid, and it's nostalgic and it's relevant and it's timeless. And
It's
I
still
love it.
timeless.
Yeah,
I
I do love it.
I think that's my favorite part about it because I'll definitely burn it out where I don't want to hear them for a while, and then I mean it's like the Misfits, dude. It's so good. Do you want to hear it every day?
There are some bands I can listen to every day. What are some bands you listen that you don't get played out on?
Jeez.
Mine would be my top 3.
Credence.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's tat shop music, dude.
I'm going Joy Division, Tribe Called Quest.
Ooh, Tribe for certain.
And it can't be like even though I'm a punk rocker, it can't be something crazy. Maybe Fugazi.
See, I can't do Fugazi every day.
That's kind of shoegazy.
The waiting room. You want to hear that song again?
I mean, that's unfair because that's like the one that's
It's a great song.
Yeah.
I think that's we have this discussion all the time, as I'm sure you do. When any song comes on, there's just from working at a tat shop for so many years, there's just so many bands and songs that have just been kicked to fucking death.
Have you heard that newer band? They got popular last couple of years. They're called Amyl and the Sniffers from Australia.
I think they play them at the shop.
They do. And
they do.
Yeah, it's in my shop, and I don't even want it in my shop. I have all the records.
That's the pissed off chick singing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
She's like a lady Iggy Pop.
I don't know what they look like, and if she looks like Iggy Pop.
No, her performance is like Iggy Pop.
Okay.
Like she just like fucking she's rad, right?
The music's chill.
They're good, but like YouTube recommends it way too much and it's played it out, and then now I unfortunately strongly dislike the band. But there was a time when I loved that band, and it was ironic because it always pops up. I'm like, fuck, skip it. I'm so sick of this over and over again. And then I don't really do like much Spotify. I listen to like YouTube a lot.
Okay.
And at the end of the year, it had like a YouTube what you listen to, kind of like the Spotify.
And it was
thing.
all that.
It was like they were number one.
Oh my god.
Against my will.
We do Spotify, and it's usually like, we listen to like the '60s playlist. I think there's one called Swing in '60s.
I like some '60s garage rock, like some surfy kind of. Yeah, I like that.
We do a lot of Queens of the Stone Age.
Okay.
That was one band, like when they first came out, like I liked them, but I never really got into them. And now they're fucking great, dude.
Do you still play guitar?
Yeah, poorly, but yeah.
I feel like Queens of the Stone Age is like a band that you like if you're a musician, and I can see that being true for Deftones as well.
Yeah. It's so funny because the Deftones, man, I still support what they do, but I don't listen to them as much as I used to.
Yeah, but there's a time and place for anything. Like I loved Korn as a kid. I don't listen to Korn that much.
Yeah, me too.
I love Limp Bizkit, but they're still tight.
Dude, we put on $3 Bill, y'all, a couple months ago at the shop, and nobody said anything, and the whole album played, dude.
That's funny.
Nobody said shit. It was great.
I feel like it's funny because like the 90s are this generation's 80s, so it's all coming back now.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and like this generation, they don't like 90s stuff, dude. Or like
No,
I mean,
I'm saying the opposite.
oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
This shit is tight again.
it's cool again,
Dude.
But there was a point in time where kids younger than me were like, "Dude, you like Nirvana? You like grunge music?
You think so?
That shit sucks." Yeah, dude. But again, that's nostalgia. Even if it does suck or it did suck, I'm gonna say it's awesome because that's when I grew up listening to music.
I think sometimes, like for example, that Amyl and Sniffers band, they're great. I don't like them not because they're bad. I like them because they're too good. I've listened to them too much to where I'm just sick of it. I'm just too familiar with it. It just doesn't
Like
have...
the Misfits.
Misfits are still up there for me.
It's so good, dude.
But I'll say this: I don't ever pick to listen to Misfits, but they always seem to come around.
yeah, if they
sit
come
right
on, you're
there.
not gonna get up and change it.
Yeah, I'll never change it, but I also don't really pick it, and I feel that way about the Beatles too.
Yeah,
But you pick the Beatles.
they won't let me put it on at the shop, dude.
Really?
Too many Beatles haters. It's all right.
My wife had a
They're like, listen to this shit at home.
my wife had a Peanuts Gang album of like Snoopy and all them, and they're covering the Beatles. And when she heard the Beatles for the first time, she's like, "Oh, this is like
They're covering Snoopy.
Yeah.
What song?
I don't know. I have to ask her. It's good
Oh
though.
my god,
But yeah, backwards.
amazing.
Yeah. So then, all right, let's get a little goofy.
With me?
Yeah, we ran through your discography quite quickly.
Yeah, we did.
Just fast.
I should have drawn it out. Now we got nothing to talk about.
Do you still play guitar?
I do.
How often?
Not often.
Really?
No, I try to play my acoustic for my daughter, and she just wants to shove the fucking guitar picks in the little hole and shake it around,
You slap a little bass?
slop at the bass. Yeah, sometimes.
Ooh.
Dude, she was taking a bath, and I was starting to play some chords and just like sit there and try and serenade her, and she started crying. And I was like, all right, I guess we're not doing this.
Yeah.
So I haven't been playing as much as I used to. So, there's that.
How old's your daughter?
She just turned 3
Oh,
last
shit.
month. Yeah, bud. It's
That's
happening
amazing.
quick. It's
That's
happening
amazing.
quick.
The miracle of life.
It's pretty insane.
Did you always know you're gonna be a dad?
I always wanted to be a dad.
I can see that. You got a wholesome way about you.
I do.
Very much so.
You
Got
should hear
A
my
very,
dad
very,
voice.
very like Mormon mentality.
Mormon. Oh my God,
Because you say, Brother Wayne.
Brother Wayne.
Mormon,
We are.
it's a Mormon thing to
Well,
say.
I already have an Uncle Wayne, so I can't call you Uncle Wayne.
You have an Uncle Wayne.
I have an Uncle Wayne.
That's kind of uncommon around these parts.
So I would like to call you Uncle Wayne, but I already have one, so somebody already has that place.
Father Wayne.
Yeah, but you're not my daddy yet. So Brother Wayne just seems to
can
work
be.
right. He could be. Be my daddy.
Oh man.
I have a couple of those guys too.
You're gonna pop out more kids?
Fuck no.
You seem fertile. I can see it.
Oh my God.
I saw you looking at me. You looked a little cloudy eyed. I just saw it like floating around in
Yeah,
there.
let me get rid of something real quick.
I was afraid you were gonna sneeze on me. I don't get pregnant.
Oh my God.
I saw your toe tapping, and I was like, "What's
Yep.
happening?" You know? Yeah. it seems
He's
like
eager. He's eager.
horned up.
Yep.
One and done.
Yep.
That's a good number.
That's one and done. Yeah.
Very modern.
Yeah. It was quite a road to get to that one. So
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, this way at least you can kind of give all your energy to one kid, and no one feels left out.
yeah, my wife and I always talk about that. Like, I think it'd be a little weird to have another kid because there's something distracting you from the other one.
Yeah, you don't want to play favorites, but everyone's got favorites.
Everyone's got favorites.
That's why they have a second one. They're like, I'm trying for a boy, I'm trying for a girl.
Yeah.
And they have a bunch of girls or a bunch of boys.
Yeah, my dad had 2 other kids trying to get it right.
Really?
Yeah.
It happens.
I think I'm still his favorite though.
That's what he wants you to think.
That's what he wants me to think.
Mission.
Sort of accomplished.
Yeah. Give it to him. Yeah, I don't
Oh.
know. I don't think. I mean, I understand fatherhood. I understand the reason for having kids more now than ever, but I still don't like. I don't know. Not for me. I think.
It's a trip. It's a trip.
You know, it's kind of like. I don't know. This could be kind of an insulting perspective, I guess, but like when, like my dog passed away, and I love my dog so much, right? And it made me go like, oh man, maybe that's why people have kids, because the whole goal is that your kid you never have to. Your kid is supposed to outlive you. That's the
Right.
goal. And it's like I don't want to go through that heartbreak, because losing my dog was like losing my kid.
Yeah, I could see that.
And so, and I know it's not. That's why I'm saying it'd be insulting, because it's like, oh, the dog's like the kid, and you don't understand. And I don't understand. But a piece of that I get. And so I don't want to go through that like heartbreak again. And so it's like I get the idea is like if you have a kid, you're allowed to bring it places.
Yeah.
And it's
You
like,
don't have to just assume that everybody wants your dog around.
well, it's like, it's like you're kind of punished like for having a dog, You can't like it's not a kid.
It's not a kid.
But it was
But people still get annoyed by the kid crying
yeah.
at the restaurant or whatever.
So that's a thing, right? My dog never fucking cried.
Did your dog bark all the time?
No, not
Or
at
you
all.
yanking it? Shut up!
No.
Shut up! Shut up! How come you're not shutting up?
Straight cute teddy bear.
Cute teddy bear dog. Those are my favorite types of dogs.
That's what I'm saying. So
that
it's
are just
like,
chill,
why can't I bring it in the movie
well
theater?
behaved.
Yeah.
Bring it in a restaurant, you never even know the thing was there.
So that's the thing, right? It's like, I want a pet that outlives me. See,
Have a kid, dude.
that's my perspective.
Have a kid.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But then also that's a lot of pressure too. Not having that.
Yeah, it is. I just every time I make a decision, I'm like, please don't let this fuck up my child. Please don't let this fuck up my child.
Yeah.
Don't say the wrong thing. Don't be too aggressive. Don't be too mean. Don't be too light. Don't be too soft. Don't be too hard. It's like
It's crazy
you
because
gotta-
it all molds into them anyways. Like some of your favorite parts about you and the worst parts about you that you hate the most are going to be a part of your kid too.
I mean, think of how our childhood shaped who we are.
Oh yeah,
You go
there's
back
so
to
many
all that
things.
shit every day.
There's so many things that I can't change where I'm like, man, I am so my mom in that way, and I'm
Yeah.
so my dad in that way. And there's some of those things I like hate about me, and some of those things I love about me. In so many ways, like they live forever within me.
Yes.
There's an immortality kind of thing in there. Like,
Well,
that
I
makes
think
sense.
I think that too. Like, there's a lot of stuff about my parents that drove me nuts when I was a kid, and
Mhm.
now I appreciate it even more. Like, man, I'm so much like my mom in this sense. Man, I'm so much like my dad or my stepdad in this way. And I used to just be like, fuck, why are they like that? And now it's transitioning into who I am, and it's okay. Let it ride.
Did having a kid change your relationship with your parents? Like in a sense where like you understood them on a deeper level that you
Yes.
didn't get before?
Yes, totally. And it's sometimes to this day I still want to call my mom and just be like, I'm sorry.
Oh, I bet.
You know?
Yeah.
But it makes you think about shit that you never thought about before.
Yeah, I think I could see that being a thing for sure. I feel like that way in tattooing, like these are the only things I have to base off of, but it's like being the apprentice and then being the mentor to then looking back to your mentor and being like, damn,
He was right.
always.
That motherfucker was right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can't see it until you're in it or after you're beyond it, I guess.
Can't see the forest through the trees.
Vague but true. Like that. It's like Metallica, but instead of sad. It's like,
There's a Metallica Wayne song in there somewhere.
really?
Yeah, I got one in there somewhere.
Hey, Wayne.
I got a little pain.
What about like there's no Wayne and no nuh-uh.
We'll figure it out. Dude, there's got to be some Yarlin 90s Wayne songs.
Has anyone told you that you're like a coal ass killer?
No, I've
A
heard
little coleslaw.
I've heard I'm magical
I like that.
or cold-blooded. That was my name in the football pool this year. Cold-blooded.
I like that. Swole, coal,
Swole.
Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol, coal.
That's my. Oh, remember troll dolls, dude?
Yeah, those are probably coming back.
Okay, so that's my new thing. Everybody's doing Cupies. I'm gonna start doing trad trolls. And they're gonna call me Troll Strem.
That could work.
All right, I just said that for the laugh. Please don't call me Troll Strem.
No, but like there's something to that. The trolls.
Dude, you could totally think about it. You can do cowboy.
Trolls are way more relatable than Cupies.
Yes,
to like
but you
people.
can put any fucking costume on them. Like, think of a fucking girl head. You can put a necklace or a fucking earrings or whatever to make it her a different girl head, right? So you could do the same thing with a troll. You can have a pumpkin troll. You can have a cowboy and cowgirl troll.
Is Cole short for anything?
No,
Little Coleman.
that was a nickname of mine I used to have.
Makes sense.
Friends of mine would call me Coleman.
Any embarrassing nicknames?
Well, yeah.
Right.
Dude,
Troll.
troll, yeah.
But you can't make your own nickname, so it doesn't even matter.
No.
That's bullshit. Why do rappers get to make their own nickname?
Dude, that's your rap name.
Which one?
Large Wayne.
Large.
You've heard of Lil Wayne.
No, I got one. You ready?
Big Wayne.
Wanye West.
Wanye. Oh my God.
See that? See
We're
what I
off
did
the
there?
rails here.
You like that?
I like that a lot.
It's pretty good, huh?
Wheezy.
Yeah, I've been told.
Yeah. I still like November Wayne, dude. That's
November
sticks
Wayne
out.
is good.
That sticks out to me.
That's a ballad.
Yeah.
Some might say I'm like the bad boy of the ballad.
Well, you're Large Wayne.
Tell him Large Marge sent you.
Oh.
Didn't you dress up as Pee Wee before?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's my alter ego.
Go to?
Yeah.
I love that.
That was, yeah, dude. I wore it to my cousin's wedding. The Pee Wee suit, everything.
Classic.
I wore it to my friend Franklin's wedding.
Hey, it's Franklin. Coming out to play.
So every time I got to dress up to go do something, I always tell my wife, "Oh, sick! I'm gonna put the Pee Wee suit on," and then her eyes roll. I'm like, okay, maybe not.
When I got married, I wore a maroon suit like Ron Burgundy,
Yes.
and it was because of that.
Were you drinking scotch?
Never drank before.
You never drank before?
I'm Mormon.
You're Mormon?
No,
Does that mean you don't drink?
I've never drank before.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Well, today's the day, dude. Let's go.
I don't know. This seems like a dream.
Didn't I see gin in your fridge, or is that just a faux bottle with a faux label on it?
I got a wife.
She drinks?
Yeah.
Then you don't drink with her?
No.
Wild.
Yeah. I'm a faux ass bottle.
How come you don't drink?
It's just not my thing.
More of a meth smoker? Or?
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm trying to turn up.
Well, there you go.
I always think that if I was into drugs, I think I'd be really into like speed or something.
You know how many podcasts you could do if you were snorting or smoking up speed?
Hyper focused, super productive. No teeth, but you don't even feel your cavities.
No teeth. You
Yeah.
don't feel any.
You know what I'm saying? My
Holy
teeth don't
shit.
hurt. I don't even have any.
I don't even have any.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
You don't get your septum pierced or stretched. It just kind of decays.
Get your gums tattooed.
That's a thing right now.
Getting your gums tattooed?
Yeah, there's some like hand poke tatter tot that
God, here we go.
does them. It's wild.
I bet they look great.
Black.
They're great. They're blacking out gums?
They are.
Really?
They are. Oh, you know what? All right, I have a thing I want to bring up. So, have you I don't ever write things down for like segments or anything like that, which maybe I should. I don't know.
I
But
thought you were going to have a whole little...
no, I just bullshit and hang out.
I like that.
What's your favorite movie? Go.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Give me
Second-
a hard one.
Second one, go.
Tombstone.
Oh, you like how sweaty he is. I'm thinking
You're
about
seeing that cloud in my eye again.
I'm thinking about what's the movie with the dude that played Batman and he's all like, "I'm your Huckleberry."
That's Tombstone.
Okay, yeah, you like him, yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
Okay, yeah. He's
What's your first favorite movie? Go.
Anchorman?
Anchorman. That's a good one.
I don't know. I like some basic ass predictable shit, like Shawshank Redemption, like everyone
Okay,
else.
sure. That's a good
And I
one.
like silly movies.
That's a good one. Like Dumb and Dumber. That's a hot one.
That's a good one.
You ever seen that, Wayne?
Yeah. I also like movies about drugs.
Like Blow.
Yes.
Hey, Pee-wee's in that movie, dude.
Oh.
He's like the one drug dealer
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pee-wee's
Yeah.
in that movie. R.I.P.
Damn.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I feel like I grew up, I didn't really have a computer growing up, and I watched a lot of TV, so I find like a comfort in like watching TV. I love just binge watching a show or a movie. I love watching
See,
TV.
I have such a hard time sitting down and watching TV.
I feel like I go through phases where I won't watch TV for like a month, but then when I do find a show to get hooked on, I just want to like veg out and binge it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely guilty of doing that shit, but
What about Love on the Spectrum?
what is that?
What do you mean?
What is that?
The best show ever made.
Never heard of her.
It's really good.
I'll have to check it out.
Watch it. The season 3 just came out. I watched it in 2 days with the SE. It's incredible.
I'm always like, what can I be doing? What else?
Watching Love on the Spectrum.
No, dude, when I'm at home, I like to make shit. I like to paint. I like to create. I like to just make projects.
You can make some progress on getting through that first season.
I guess I could. I always just feel bad. Like, oh man, instead of watching this fucking TV show or movie, what should I be doing instead?
Yeah,
of
you
this?
just want to use your time.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really get too much time to just be like, let's just paint something for me, you know?
All right, so
For me, so I can see.
I'll use that as the next little thing. How do you find time painting while being a father and all that? Is it tricky to make the time? Are you up
It's-
early? Are you up late? What do you do?
Usually up later. Even if I get up early, I really don't get too much done before the rest of the girls get up. I don't know. It's usually after work. Sometimes I'll like have a sheet of flash ready to go, and then I'm just like so excited to start painting it. You know, I can't wait, and I'm hang out with my lady for a minute, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta go paint this.
I find a hard time like starting, but then I have a hard time stopping. I want to like just.
I want to see it finished. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's 2:00 in the morning, and I'm like, fuck, I have such a long day tomorrow, and I still got to be dad, and I really need to get this sleep, but I'm almost done. I just got to finish shading this thing, and it's done, you know?
Absolutely.
So I don't know. I just try and keep it moving, man. Keep it moving.
You still painting big stuff like the banner behind me, like still brushing big outlines
Yeah,
and
dude.
stuff?
I got a little weird a couple months ago. My wife and I are starting to do all these weird abstract paintings because we needed some paintings for our house. And like we couldn't really find anything that we wanted that was on the scale that we needed it. So we just found a bunch of cool shit on Instagram and got inspired. And what if we did this and this and this and mixed these things together and did some big canvas paintings? So I should share more of them. I haven't really shared any of them, but most of the stuff I paint's all like tattoo imagery and shit like that.
Do you find it hard making stuff that's not within that vicinity?
Yeah, because that's what I've been studying for the last, 15 years.
I get scared to venture away from tattoo stuff. For a long time, I wanted to do art outside of like tattoo art, but I was too afraid
Like
that
what?
it would, like Bob Ross wet on wet.
Oh,
oil
I love
painting.
that shit.
Yeah.
My wife and I used to do that every Valentine's Day. Set up our little iPad and get our easels together. And dude, hers always came out way better than mine.
I bought everything to do it and never did it.
Why?
It was messy.
See, drink some of your wife's gin, dude. Sit down, get a little rosy cheek, glossy eye, and just start going for it.
Yeah, I think that would be. I don't know. There's so many things to get interested in, but it's like, how do I make time for all of it? And I was always afraid that if I didn't want it to detract what I was doing within this,
Right.
And I was afraid of that, and I was afraid of like, I don't know, just too many interests, not enough focus. And tattooing is the only thing that's been able to keep my interest.
Yeah,
So I've been
same.
afraid of like trying to. I don't want to be like the dude that starts doing pottery and quits tattooing, or the dude that gets into photography and quits tattooing, the dude that gets into like pornography and quits tattooing.
I don't think you're ever gonna drop tattooing.
But
just based on
tattooing
finding another hobby.
well, the thing is, like, I dropped the other hobbies because of lack of interest or a new obsession, and tattooing has kind of been the one that's hang on the longest. I'm just afraid of losing it.
Yeah, aren't we all?
You know?
Aren't we all? No, I think tattooing will always be there because it is your number one,
Mm-hmm.
and you just got to find the time, It's like I do bonsai too, and it's like hard because I got to separate my time because now I have hobbies. That's where how
Yeah.
come you don't surf? Because I got all this other shit that I've spent money on that I'm interested in. Like,
Mhm.
I've always been interested in photography. There's just a lot of $5 words that I don't quite understand what it
Mhm.
means to do with the lens. And I don't know. My stepdad's a photographer, and he's been posting up on YouTube these cool little things, and I've been learning a little bit stuff from
Mhm.
him. And I don't know. It's
I think I've been tattooing long enough to where I'm not too afraid to like venture off with a new obsession.
Yeah.
I think if anything, a different thing would kind of help my tattooing, you know. But for a long time, I was just afraid of it. I only have so much time, only so much attention, only so
Right.
much to learn, and I don't want to take anything away from what actually earns like my real deal thing, you know.
well, and it'd be different if you weren't married and if you were sitting in this room by yourself, painting
Mhm.
shit all day, making podcast after podcast, making cool art, or
That's
working on
true.
a car or whatever the fuck.
But even then, like the things outside of it, like the podcast or YouTube shit, it's still all kind of tattoo shit. So it's
Yeah.
like I've always, I guess
That's your life, dude. That's our life.
Yeah, it's true.
And I'm okay with that. It's like ever since I first started getting into tattooing, I've just let it consume my life. And you know, when people, hey, we're having a party, you want to come over? Like, I just tell people, no, I'm fucking making shit. I don't know. This
You kind of have to
more
like
important to me to develop my craft and become a better artist and tattooer than to go hang and get fucked up.
well, when people like wear your tattoos for life, it's up to you to dedicate your life to making them because this is the only like respectable thing to do. Like it's not a hobby.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I feel like kind of disrespected when people like
So what's your day job?
yeah, but like or also the opposite when they find interest in it. It's like, get away.
Yeah.
You know? I want to try that.
Yeah. I hear that a lot. I've always thought about getting into tattooing.
That
then-
bums me out because
Yeah, but I was that guy once too, dude.
I know.
Trying to find an apprenticeship, trying to find somebody to just bend their ear, you know? And I'd heard it all the time. Be a better luck being a graphic designer than being a tattooer. We don't need you, you know? I get it why people are so secretive, you know?
I think that people should only come into. People are trying to like gentrify tattooing. They're trying to take from it. They're trying to give anything to it. I think that
Yes.
if you come into tattooing, you need to have something to offer tattooing, not just
Something to leave behind.
something to bring. Yeah, it's
Something to bring to the table.
Yeah, because like, I mean, I was lucky that wasn't the case for me. I was interested in it, and I somehow got into it, and I figured my place into it after I was in it. But there's just not enough to go around to just like test the grounds like that. Like for me, it's like I came from this time when people would take on apprentices. It was people's worst fear of apprenticeships, and it was like they didn't want you to win. And the people that made it through became tattooers too, and the people
Right.
that didn't make it through, cool, good riddance. You tried it, bye, whatever.
Seen a
Later,
lot of
dude.
those come and go and mop the
Yeah.
floor 3 times, and they're mad that they're not tattooing yet. It's like, well,
And I think also rightfully so. Like if you don't like it, it's worse. You can't get to the best. And
For
like
sure.
if you don't like doing apprenticeship, you're not gonna like being an owner. Like I mop the floor still. I buy supplies still. I do apprenticeship all the time.
for sure.
You know. So I think right now it is kind of important to, if you want to come into tattooing, to kind of like be the total package, to have the followers and have the style and have people. Ultimately, if you consider yourself to be an artist, a professional artist, then people have to be willing to buy your art. You know, and if you
Yeah.
can't sell art, then why are you coming in and to try and take away from my art? You
That's
know,
very true.
a lot of PE teachers in this. You know what I'm saying? It's like
It's true. Yeah.
that.
And
That
everybody's an artist too, you know?
yeah.
So what is art?
But
What you think cool, maybe I don't think looks cool.
But
What
if-
I think looks cool, maybe you don't think looks cool.
But if it is for everyone, then of course we're gonna have all these new takes on the thing. Because of course, why wouldn't we?
For sure. But I mean, like I'm looking at your flash on your wall here. Like an eagle tat will always look cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A rose tat will always look cool. There's certain things that just makes it look cool that anybody would get that. So how do you continue to bring something to the table that anybody would get?
That's the thing I was so afraid of. Like, since this thing is so forever, I was so afraid to put too much of myself into it, or to experiment or stray too far from it, because I don't want to sell you something that isn't cool later on.
Yeah, that's a flash in the pan kind of situation.
Right. And I think I found a lot of myself in it by not looking. Like, just like my approach, I can go to try to do the exact same thing to you, and as I'm going, like, I'm gonna pull the line this way, I'm gonna push this way, I'm gonna shade it this way, and before you know it, it's like, damn it, now it's a Wayne thing.
Yeah,
It's
that's how
it's
style's
like it's
born,
like a
dude.
fingerprint eventually, you know.
Yeah, sometimes I steer pretty far away from what I thought I was doing. And then I'm just like, who the fuck is going to get this? I don't know. Put it on the sheet of flash because it looks cool to me.
Yeah.
And then nobody will get it. And then 4 years from now, somebody's like, damn, I love that thing. I saw when you first posted that. I have to have it. Sorry it's taken me so long to come get it. I'm like, I didn't know somebody was even interested in this, you know?
At the shop that you're at, since everyone kind of has their own defined fingerprint on the thing, I feel like everyone's kind of going for a similar thing, but I don't know. I think maybe because I'm in tattooing, I can see a difference. Do you guys like? Do people only come to you for your stuff? Do other people tattoo your stuff in the shop, or is it like, no, this is mine, or how does that work?
We all have like flash in the shop, a lot of it in the lobby too. So I mean, sometimes a walk-in will come in and just pick something off the wall, and you know, I'll do somebody else's design. Somebody else will do my design. It's just, it is what it is. It's
pretty
cool.
standard.
Yeah, it's pretty standard. It's pretty cool though. I framed a bunch of fucking flash and I just postered my whole station with my flash.
That's cool.
And when you stand back, you're like, holy fuck, it's a little overwhelming. But when you're sitting there or you're getting tattooed and you got your lady with you and she just keeps looking at the wall and you're looking at the wall for 2.5, 3 hours. Fuck, man, that weird panther morph thing that you got. I saw that when I first was standing here getting stenciled and I thought it was really strange and weird. But now that I've been sitting here looking at it, that thing's fucking tight, dude. Think you could put a little red in the tongue or a little pink? Sure, man, whatever. How big could you get that? Do you think you'd put that on my back or we could do a back piece? It's like all of a sudden you start spitballing some ideas with somebody who you thought was just getting a palm-sized rose, and next thing you know, you got him in next week to do a big fucking back piece. It's there for a reason, you know?
Yeah, that's the goal for sure.
I love that. I fucking love that shit.
I think it's like, that's why you have to, I think you should have a piece of yourself in the place that you work, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like we don't have at United when we don't have TVs or like comfy couches.
No,
and
dude,
shit.
you don't want to watch Scarface while you're doing a sick tat?
I've had people tell
or
me.
Or play
like,
some Xbox, maybe smoke a couple cigs inside the shop.
Right. I just want to have like, I feel like also if I did have a shop like that, then I really legitimately would never leave.
I mean, yeah.
I need to have like, that's the tat place.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in my house, I don't really have tattoo shit up too much.
Nah, I really don't either. If I lived by myself, I probably would. But when we moved into the house in Huntington, my wife's like, all right, I don't want this place looking like a tat shack. And I was kind of like, yeah, we need to.
I feel that way. That's why I cram it all in this one room. This one room is like Wayne.
Yeah.
And then I have a little bit of like, it trickles out a little bit, but I want like a home. I want some kind of separation.
Yeah. No, we have like a little art collection of some stuff we like. I love taxidermy. I have a pretty big taxidermy collection. So that kind of stuff is sprinkled throughout my whole house. But yeah, I really don't have too much tat stuff up. I used to. It used to be wall to fucking wall, dude.
All your old tat stuff, do you save it, kind of archive it? Do you give it away? You throw it away? What do you do with the past?
Like stuff that I've painted?
Yeah, and
or
then also just like gifts
got.
And stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I save it.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
I save it. I got a big flat file full of stuff that I don't have room for. And
yeah.
Framed stuff that's in the garage all wrapped up. I don't have room for, you know?
I want to get into learning how to make frames because I have so much shit to frame. So I want to like learn how to like frame my own stuff out.
Dude, you'd be really good at that. Seeing what you've done in your house, I think you'll be fine making a frame.
Just one more thing for Wayne to take on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're good at that.
I have a buddy, Cooley, out in Arizona. He does framing. He did a lot of my framing here in this room. And he said he would like take me on, teach me a thing or two. I've been really meaning to go out there for a couple of days and just kind of like, you know.
Soak it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. I've been wanting to do that too.
I have at my shop. We based all of the grids in our shop off of like just these like Dollar Tree frames, and we can't get them anymore.
Oh.
And so like the wood is on the wall like for this outer dimension that we can't find now at all. So I kind of want to it's really pushing me to where I'm going to have to learn.
And cut all the fucking frames yourself.
Yeah. Just find
might
like,
as well, dude.
Yeah. Just buy a bunch of like that stock and find like the right dimension to just produce them myself, you know?
Blood, sweat, and tears.
You hear?
You heard?
Yeah.
That's good, dude.
Any parting words to end this pod?
Any parting words? Thank you for listening. if you made it this far.